Hi, welcome to Credit Union Channels. I'm Ranjit Charachi. After quite a long time, so almost nearly 2 months, I did not release any new technical paper. Today, I'm going to deliver the essential qualities up to credit union leaders. I think this is a very important today. By the way, before we proceeding for giving essential qualities to that make you great leader, we look at for credit union scenario in 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then come to the 20s, 22, and see that every decade, I think we have seen the huge gap with the very quality leaders in cooperative system. So that is the real reason we like to bring in this video for you to measuring, because leadership is we cannot train, we can provide, but you have to do yourself. Essentially, is a leaders is influencing others to improve the life of the people through delivery of the financial services as a solution to member financial problems. So I think that is how I like to narrow down in the credit union's leadership. Influencing others mean your colleagues, your team members. That means you are driving force to the people. But in that sense, you need to have essential qualities to be an effective and efficient leader of your own community. It is, I hope this is able to do exercise yourself. So always focus is putting the people first. Being an effective and efficient leader has a great impact in achieving the objective and goal of the credit union, putting people first. So when you look at not only the balance sheet and see how credit union evolve to build the life of the people. So let's see, this is essential qualities. You can check yourself. We know very well. It's not that simple. The leaders are not the made, or they are not born. So you have to do yourself. I am looking at the totality of the organization. Number one, I will put it that integrity. Integrity is how you perform as a professional person in your organization continuously. It's a core quality. No matter how hard situation, a good leader inspire with his principle. I think that's very important. Refrain from the making false promises. I think very important. A good leader, you need to have a broader basic value and principles of to understanding what is a financial cooperative, what is credit union. If you do not have a basis on principles of the credit union, it might be very difficult to perform in integrity. Yes, we go to the next innovations. The credit union is being changed because due to socio-economic situation and environment, people need to have a more friendly atmosphere. So it's innovation is required. Innovative credit union leaders are always open to new ideas and discussion. They listen to everyone actively and also motivate others to think out of the box. So he motivate other people to deploy and involve with the innovation of the product. Let's see, I put it, there's no hierarchy, but I put it that my own analysis part, you may not able to, and better to check that honesty. Honesty is the most value trait for any leaders. The credit union look upon to the people who are loyal to their words and accountable. It's very important, the quality of this is not the knowledge, it's not the skill, It is a quality of the people. So how that? Let's go to the number 4, active listener. So this is very important. A great credit union leader listen to the members and them team members with the great attention of sincerity. It's helped them to understand the people and their perspectives. Is a very important. I hope that the later on I am planning to build a case study of the leadership so people to understand what happened to the Asian country. So I put it the number 5, self-confidence. So good leader have a sense of self-assurance and self-esteem, and the most importantly, believe that they can make a difference. So I think you can have anything you want if you will give up the belief that you cannot have it. I think this is a kind of a spirit. So build but not overconfidence, but how he's able to trust and believe of the principles of the business. So more important is a visionary. It is who can see the organization where to heading and what direction. Visionary leader works hard for the greatest good and keep themselves updated with the time and changes. I think it's a very important visionary leader to look at which person you are and what is the direction you should move in your corporate. No matter how you are good, if you are not much in a strong communicator, you have no ability to be an effective leaders, know how to put across this message to the community leaders, and a good communicator to get their work done. So I hope that is kindly check your 1 to 10 and where you are, how you able to articulate it, how you are convincing other people, how the people are responding, and trying to make assessment yourself. Yes, this is a one, is a delegations. I think most of the leaders have failed to delegate should, because they think they're holding things of power. It's not that. Delegation is a two ways to you are trusting, you are next level, and you are developing other people. I think it's very important. The ability to delegate effectively is excellent credit union leadership quality. The good leaders delegate wisely and make the best out of it. So this is how try to check 1 to 10. So where your delegations, and then of course it need to follow up with the supervision and monitoring also. Number 9, definitely leaders has to compile and leader must take a decision. And this is a very important quality of the people, decision making. And these are the some tips about that. Great credit union leaders are always using the fact making decisions. So I'm sure this is why we emphasize every organization need to have a financial performance analysis, non-financial performance analysis, and to make a decision. They evaluate given circumstances and many times and before conclusions. So this is very important how the important information being used for that. Number 10, problem solving skill. This is a kind of quality of the leaders. The credit union leaders have this innate ability to respond to the problem, and they are equipped with the ability to identify and define the problems. It is a very important part of the innate ability, it's not inside. So how you able to developing your own skill to that. Yes, everything's we call everything is attitudes of the leaders. The good credit union leaders or great credit union leaders keep the biases and unfairness out of the windows. That means it's not in the window, and also create a culture that does not promote or acknowledge these traits. So traits, this is very important. You organize because the leader is building the culture of the organization. So I hope this is a very important part of this ability to do this. So this is very good to hear. Thank you so much. So let's go to the next one. Self-motivated is a very important part. It is possible everything is that is the way self-motivated critical leaders and sail their boat smooth even the hassled situation because he's very much motivated by himself. He keep themselves the self-motivated and set example to follow. So certainly he's going to be a role model for other people. Humility is a very important part of the leaders, and the leadership and the humble leadership are always their strength and weakness, and always willing to learn and contribute to more. So they lead the transformation, not the domination. So humility is a very important part. So we have gone through around the 13th, and so let's go to another one. Is the self-discipline. Good credit union leaders or great credit union leaders are self-disciplined and have a good time management skill. So I build that discipline and accomplishments. It's like when you see, it's like a bridge. So that is a very important, is the bridge to between goal and accomplishment. So you might have a goal, but if you do not have a discipline, you might be not able to accomplish that one. Emotional intelligence. I think this is a very important. We have to work with the different attitude people, different behavior, different knowledge, different title, different rank. So how the credit union leaders, great leaders, to have a degree of emotional intelligence to manage yourself. So how you control your self-awareness. They are self-aware in control and make calculate decision without getting carried out away. So we didn't put into the down. So this is another essential. Now I have gone to 15, and let's see how much you have now. The passion. The passion is the matter everything. The passion is a common leadership characteristic found in the most great leaders across the world. They are highly fascinated their goals and objectives. I think this is a kind of enthusiasm from the leader who's really want to follow this one. It's a very important component of that. So let's go to that again, resilience. That situation also very important qualities. Being a credit union leader, resilience is a leader sensitive and to know that to handle themselves in any good or bad situation. So I think this is a very important part of this ability. So let's go to that. Accountability is the most important part. Also, accountability. It's accountable leaders establish clear goal and target. Then you can measure. If you do not have a clear goal and target, you cannot measure your accountability. They focus on the future and acknowledge their mistakes. I think that is very important. There are 6 steps for how you can perform that your accountabilities. So let's move to another one. Oh, this is very important part of this one. It is called tech savvy. So number 19, tech savvy is how you able to use it or guiding and what strategy to transforming their analog experience to digital. I think this is a very important part. Today, most of the credit union leaders today are not fully aware of the tech savvy. I think this is how I like to ask, no matter what your age, what your position, and kindly get to know what are the necessary technology you needed to use that. Another one is empathy. Is it a very important part of that? Empathetic leaders are respectful and they are aware of the feelings and thinking. So this is number 20. I hope that I have gone from check your 1 to 10, 1 to 10, and see you have to improve day by day. There's no born leaders. You have to find the leadership in yourself, and you have to improve your leadership. And agility is another one. Leaders makes the best response to change and uncertainties. So this is how very important part of the become very active agility of the leadership. Empower. So almost finally, credit unions are leaders empowering. The credit union leaders can empower their team members to achieve maximum productivity and organization success. I think I'd like to put in the highlight organization success. So that means you have your own succession plan. So credit union leaders are today, believe, is not holding positions. We have a lot of my YouTube accounts to leadership. If you enjoy with this one, kindly share with the people. Today is a very important. You can translate it your own language and do the exercise by themselves and ask and let them to improve others. I'm very happy. So if you're able to learn something today about the leadership, kindly subscribe and share this with other people. Once again, thank you so much for joining today's program. Thank you so much.